Hi, hope you are enjoying this course session. I, Prabodh Mahajan, welcome you in C programming. In the previous video, we learned what is programming languages, okay, and the fundamentals and the basics for the novice beginners, right? So in this video session, we will be gonna learning the first C program, okay. So before we begin with our first ever C program, following other rules that must be applicable to all C programs, and you must remember these, okay. If you are unable to remember this, please pay attention of what I am saying, okay. So the first one is each instruction in a C program is written as a separate statement. The statements in a program, they must appear in the same order of execution, means in sequential manner they must be organized, okay. So blank spaces may be inserted between two words to improve the readability of statement, but no blank spaces are allowed within a variable, constant or keyword. Means when you are declaring any kind of variable, constant or keyword, there shouldn't be any kind of blank spaces, or special symbols must not be entered between them. So all statements are entered in small case letter. Since C is a case sensitive language, you must enter in small letters, okay. So every C statement must end with a semicolon, okay. So this is the semicolon as you see here, right? Now let's move ahead and see what the first means, what actually C program likely to be. So this is our first C program which prints hello world, okay. So here we define hash include ftdio.h and hash include conio.h as you seeing here in the wide and accurate format, okay. So these are header files, and hash include as you see here, this is preprocessor directive which says to include the library functions in a C program which is already present in the compiler or IDEs, okay, as I told you previously, okay. Now this is the main function which is entry point of every C program, okay. Before the main function you can write it as int main, then function, etc, okay. Now in curly braces the statements are written within the pair of curly braces, right? So here printf and hello world. Printf is a statement which prints hello world. Actually it is the output, okay, which is the actual output, it gives the output. Now as you see here getch, it is derived from these header files, right? So the getch function reads a single character from the keyboard but does not show on the screen, okay. So the getch etc, what are functions over etc, we will be discussing in our next topics, right? So return 0, it will return no value, okay. 0 means null value, okay, so it will return null value to you, and this is the end of program, okay. I hope you understood it. If you think it is fast, please let me know, okay. So and as you see here, these all are known as comments, because this will enable you to learn or remember what you have written, why you have written the code, the purpose of the code written, right? So then comments in a C programming language, you can place comments in your source code that are not executed as a part of the program, okay. So the comments provide clarity to the C source code, allowing others to better understand what the code was intended to accomplish and quietly helping in debugging the code, as I told you earlier, okay. So this is the syntax, okay, of how could you specify the comment in C, right? We will be using and we have used here a code blocks IDE rather than dev C++ compiler, dev CPP compiler and Borland C, etc. We have used here code blocks IDE. You can use many other compilers that are nowadays available in the market, okay. So this is the program as I told you earlier in the previous slide, and this is the output of the program, okay. Now move ahead and see what compilation and execution is. So the compilation simply means conversion of our typed or written program into the machine understandable code. Actually machine understand binary language, which is the language of zeros and ones, okay. So it is converted into zeros and ones, that is a machine language with the help of software which is known as compiler, okay. So after compilation, the compiler will execute your code, and if it is right, or either it will show an error, and if it is right, it will execute the code, okay, and if it is wrong, it will definitely give you an error regarding that, right? So to show the output according to the input given by user or the programmer, right? Or the simply you can say the user for your better conceptual understanding, right? So the C instructions, there are two types of actual C instructions, that are type declare instructions, arithmetic instructions and control instructions, okay. Actually there are 3 instruction sets. So to declare the type of variables using a C program, example int marks, this is the example, means marks is a variable having integer data type, okay. Then arithmetic instruction to perform arithmetic operations between constants and variables, example int ad equal to 320, means ad is a variable of integer data type having specified the value 320. Okay, and as I told you, every C statement ends with semicolon. Okay, then control instruction. So to control the sequence of execution of various statements in a C program, right? So the control instruction I used. Now let's see what are operators in C. As you see here, we don't have enough time to see what actual operators are, because we will be discussing it wholly and completely and submerged fully in whole course session. Okay, so I need not to tell you right now, you must remember this. Okay, so there are types of for complex calculation and operations, operators are used. Okay, so they are used to perform certain operations on the given instruction, so to get the desired result as an output, right? So the types of operators are arithmetic operators, that is plus, minus, etc., relational, equality, logical operator, unary operator, conditional, bitwise, etc. Total 11 operators are nowadays there, right? So the hierarchy of operation, this is not prioritized. You need not to just read this one time. You will be easily understood of what I am saying, right? So let's move ahead and see type of control and type of control instructions. Okay, but before that, remember one thing: the operations within the innermost parenthesis, they would be performed the first. Okay, so as I told you, they must be performed in a sequential manner, right? So control instruction, which enables us to specify the order in which various instructions in program are to be executed by the computer, right? So the types of control instructions are sequence control instruction, selection or decision control instructions, repetition or loop control instruction, and case control instruction, which is switch case, which we will be discussing further, right? So let's see the actual summary of what we have learned, right? So the three primary constants are variable and variable types in C are integer, firstly, another is float, and next is character. Okay, so a variable name can be of maximum 31 characters. Okay, so they must be max of 31 character. Do not use a keyword as a variable name. If you do so, there definitely gonna be an error, right? So an expression may contain any sequence of constants, variable, and operator. Okay, means firstly you have to organize, and then you will specify the sequence as per your will, as per your requirement, right? So operators having equal precedence are evaluated using associativity. This is the mathematical property which we will be using over here. Now left to right associativity means that the left operand of computer must be unambiguous, whereas right to left associative means that the right of operator must be unambiguous. Okay, so you need not to remember this, because if you remember this, you will be definitely, what we can say is, you will be definitely get confused in that. Okay, so input or output in C can be achieved using scanf and printf function. Okay, so let's move ahead and see the final of this slide session. Okay, so the sample program that shows input and output is achieved in using printf and scanf. Means how printf will be give you an output, and scanf you can give input to the by user. Okay, so a program that tells the age of person, right? So hope you are understand with this. Int means entry point of any kind of C program. So age is a variable of integer data, right? Since we have to calculate the age of the person. Okay, now printf enter the age of person means it will tell you to enter the age of person. Okay, and by using scanf, %d is a format specifier. Okay, for integer data type. If it is here character, then you will give %c. If it is a float, then you will give %f. And age means it will tell you the memory location of age variable. Ampersand is actually defines the variable. Actually it defines memory location, right? So printf, the age of person is %d. Age %d means integer data type, and it is format specifier. Now this is a getch. It is a function which enables us and which correlates us with the hash include files, as I told you in the previous session. So this is the includeance, okay, and then return 0. By the mean of using that, you are ending this session. Okay, so this could be the output as you see here. Thank you guys for watching this. This is it for all for today. And if you have any problem regarding to me, regarding to my programming skills, regarding to my teaching, please let me know so that I can clear it of mine and you as well. So thank you guys for watching it. Hope you enjoyed it.